Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the beautiful Pictou County Wellness Center here in Pictou County, Nova Scotia. Michael Petter here with you here on 360 Live for the final game of the round robin portion of the 2019 Nova Scotia Major Bantam Hockey League Provincial Championship Tournament. We have had 13 incredible games so far, one left. The semifinal participants have been determined. The semifinal matchups have been determined. But don't tell these two teams that are about to play that this game does not have meaning. We know that at 5 o'clock, the Gulls will take on the Jacks, the Lumberjacks, in one semifinal. We know that at 7:30, Excel Physio will take on the John L. Jim Cougars in another semifinal. We know that the two teams who are on the ice will finish 6th and 7th in this tournament, with the Warewell Bombers, the host team, finishing 5th. But this game will determine which team finishes 6th and which team finishes 7th. The Rangers come in with a record of 0-3. The Pro Hockey Life Harbor Storm come in with a record of 0-2-1. Obviously, both would much rather see a 6th place finish than a 7th place finish. Both would much rather end their tournament with a victory. Both would like to see their 2019 season end with a victory. And that is what is riding on this game here this afternoon. The Rangers, as mentioned, come in with a record of 0-3. They've had their struggles, unable to get a victory so far in this tournament. They've come up against incredibly tough competition, falling 5-1 to the South Shore Lumberjacks, one of the semifinalists, falling 3-2 in a very close game to Excel Physio, one of the semifinalists, and falling 2-1 in a very close game against the Gulls, one of the semifinalists. In fact, the teams who finished 1st, 2nd, and 4th in the standings in the round robin. For the Pro Hockey Life Harbor Storm, their record is 0-2-1. They started the tournament off with a strong 3-3 tie against the host Warewell Major Bantam Bombers, a game that the Storm might be looking at as a what-if game because they led 3-1 going into the third period, but the Bombers were able to come back and tie with a pair of goals in that third. They came back the following morning, dropping a 4-0 decision to the Gulls, again, one of the semifinalists, and wrapped up yesterday's action with a loss against the John L. Jim Cougars, 5-2. Again, one of the semifinalists. So you look at the 6 games that these two teams combined have played, their 5 losses, all against semifinal teams. They finish off their tournament against each other. For some of these players, they'll finish off their Bantam career right here today, as many, I'm sure, will be aging out into midget next season. And they would love to see their tournament come to a positive end. For now, this is the final game of the round robin. We'll have a bit of a break after this game before those semifinals at 5 and 7:30. But fans of hockey, if you want something to do in between, I'll be making my way across to the other sheet of ice. It won't be on 360 Live, but it will be on Ustream.tv. A game between the Subway Northern Selects and the Station 6 Fire of the Nova Scotia Female Midget Hockey League, Game 1 of their best of 5 Provincial Championship Series. We're just about ready to go in this one. We should point out that the Rangers are the visiting team in this game. They will be wearing their white jerseys with the Ranger Classic script across the front and down the diagonal, much like their NHL namesakes, with the blue and red trim, the blue and red block numbering on the back. They'll be on the right side of the screen for you to start, and skating from right to left for periods 1 and 3. For the Pro Hockey Life Harbor Storm. They'll be off to your left to get things started. They will be the home team in this game, and in their black jerseys with the red and white trim, the red and white logo on the front, and as mentioned, skating from left to right. Zamboni just about finished his laps of the ice here to get things ready for this 14th and final game of the round robin portion. In the meantime, while we're waiting for that to happen, let's take this moment to thank a bunch of people who deserve to be thanked for their support throughout this weekend, including Gino's Bakery for helping to supply some wonderful items for the hospitality suite, not just for the players and coaches, but a hospitality suite set up for the parents and fans as well, which a great move there. Gino's Bakery involved in that. Swiss Chalet providing support this weekend as well. Barb's Diner in Westville involved in getting some of that food over here, including some delicious chili, which I'm drooling over right now, I'm not going to lie. Tim Hortons, I just about said Tim Hunters. Wrong hockey player. Wrong generation there, Petter. Tim Hortons, their sponsorship as well with the coffee and the tea and the donuts and muffins and whatnot in the hospitality lounge. Sobeys, of course, the head office for the national grocery chain right here in Pictou County. TRA, and they were providing some other goods and services throughout the course. Warewell the Warewell Garments Store, of course, they are the title sponsor of the host team in this event, the Warewell Bombers. TD Waterhouse, Sam's Pizza, Sacco Automotive, Proudfoot Home Hardware, as well as many others, and we'll get to the rest of those over the course of this broadcast. 2.5 minutes or so before the start of this final game of the round robin. Taking a look at the keys to the game. The first key for both of these teams has to be maintaining focus for this final 50 minutes. Yes, it is their final game. Yes, they have to take that into consideration and enjoy the moment. But stay focused on the moment as well while you are enjoying what for many of them, again, will be their final game as a Bantam hockey player. Some have spring hockey ahead of them. Some may switch sports for the summer and then come back to hockey in the fall. And for many of those, it may be at the next level, up in midget. We'll run through your starting lineups after O Canada. For the Rangers, starting in goal, Gabe Thome. He's got an 0-1 record in this tournament, a 3.0 goals against average and a 909 save percentage. In front of him on defense, it'll be Vallis and Carr. That's Ethan Vallis and Alex Carr. And the starting forward line, no surprise, Jaden Hardy, Zach Jenkins, and Jarrett Todd. For the Pro Hockey Life Harbor Storm, Nolan Cheeseman makes his third start. An 0-1-1 record, 4.0 goals against average, 869 the save percentage for him. Starting defensive pairing of Brady Stone and Jackson Welsh, and the forward line, Jake Clements, Luke McPhee, and just looking to catch that third number, it is Goran Stobo. 15 minutes up on the clock. We're about ready to get this final round robin game rolling. As the puck is about to be dropped, and we are underway. Todd and McPhee took the draw. It ended up going to the far boards. Picked up now by Clemens. He'll get it in across the blue line, trying to get it deep, but Vallis there to knock that down. Now Stobo able to get it down below the goal line. Gets it to Clemens. Clemens gets knocked down there by Vallis after he had the puck. Now Vallis has his pocket picked by Stobo, but Stobo could not pull the trigger on the shot. Back to the line intended for Welsh. It goes right through him and down the ice, coming out of the net to play it. Cheeseman sets it to Stone. Stone around behind his net, now ahead for Stobo. Out to center. McEwen goes to play it off the wall. It comes back to McEwen. And with the second attempt, he gets it up to Jenkins. Jenkins for Hardy. Hardy tried to center it for Todd. That goes in behind him. Jarrett Todd, one of the Todd brothers on this team, along with Jake. Now here's Hardy with the shot, pad save, rebound to Todd, and he couldn't quite get a second shot on target there. Now the puck comes to Clements. He'll get it out to center for Puma. Puma will dump it down into the Ranger zone. Out of the net to settle it down there is Thome. Gabe Thome making his second start in this tournament after starting both games of the playoff round series against the Warewell Bombers and winning both of those games. In behind the net now with the puck is Pilgrim Edwards. The fans on his pass attempt. The puck does end up getting to the intended target of Francis. Now up for Jake Todd. Jake gets it to Francis. Puck takes a weird bounce, ends up going off the side of the net, coming back to Pilgrim Edwards. Now to Francis in the corner, back to the line for Broderick. Broderick across for Carr. Carr with the shot, blocker save, puck down in front. And Pilgrim Edwards couldn't quite tuck it underneath Cheeseman. Now here comes Meek. Meek out to center, through center, into the zone. Gets the puck knocked off his stick by Broderick, and ahead for Pilgrim Edwards. Pilgrim Edwards coming up. Pilgrim Edwards takes a bump, still on the puck, takes the shot, and that's steered aside by Cheeseman. Wojtalek trying to get on that puck. He can't. Wojtalek making his first appearance in this tournament after missing the first 3 games with suspension. McIntyre coming in. Wojtalek took a match penalty in the second game of that series between the Rangers and the hometown Warewell Bombers in the playoff round of the Nova Scotia Major Bantam League. And so had to serve that suspension through the first 3 games of this event. Wojtalek, and if I'm mispronouncing that name, I apologize. Couldn't get the puck, but it ended up going around. Now it gets ahead, and coming in with it here, there's a shot and a save off of the stick of Jack White. A nice save made there by Cheeseman. Now McIntyre gets the puck through and down to McCullough. Back to McIntyre, out front for McCullough. And that one will be cleared away by Vallis. 3.5 minutes gone in the first period. Vallis gets tripped up, and they're going to call that a penalty. as the referee says Vino stuck out his leg a little bit too much. And so we'll get the first power play of the game. It will go to the Rangers. They are 2 for 8 on the power play so far in this tournament. Penalty coming at 3:39 of the first period. Sam Vino with the penalty there for the trip. The penalty kill of the Storm didn't even get a chance to tell you that their penalty kill had been 8 of 10 before their penalty drops to 8 of 11. As the goal on the power play gives the Rangers a quick lead. Just 9 seconds come off of that penalty before the goal gets scored. And it's 1-0 for the Rangers. Now Rennie trying to get on that puck. Carr gets to it. Carr out to center. Carr gains the red line, gains the blue line, now drops it off for Hardy. Hardy puts it on net. Save made, the rebound kicked all the way to the near wall. McDermott gets it to McPhee. Into the zone. Now Stone trying to get it back in there. McDermott picks up just at the line. Takes the shot. Blocker save made there by Thome. Rangers bring it out. 4.5 minutes gone. Hardy ends up cutting behind Todd, so that's an offside. Jarrett Todd gets his second goal, second point. Vallis and Carr with the assists to make it a 1-0 lead with the power play goal by Jarrett Todd, his second goal, second point of the tournament at 3:48. Vallis playing it down the wall. Now we're going to have a tripping penalty against the Rangers as the puck gets touched there by McCullough, or by Devin Francis, excuse me. And it's Francis who's going to be the guilty party for the trip. So we'll tell you that at 4:52 of period 1, the first power play of the game for the Storm, and this has been a bit of a sticking point for them. They're just 1 for 16 on the power play so far in this tournament. That's a 6.3%. While the penalty kill of the Rangers, that's been a bit of an issue for them as well. They've only killed off 4 of 9. The penalty kill percentage under 50% at 44.4. McIntyre bringing it in. McIntyre gets tripped up, and it's going to be a 5-on-3. They're going to call it a slash. Looked more like a trip from this vantage point, but either way, it's going to be a minute and 34 of 5-on-3 as Hunter goes off for the slash. The two penalties at 4:52 and at 5:18 will give a ton of 5-on-3 time here for the Storm. Puck played down to McIntyre, sorry. Now Puma leaves it for McCullough. McCullough back to the line. Dylan Andrews working it along up the high slot, trying to cut in, now takes a shot. It gets blocked in front there by Jenkins, and he's able to get it out. And it's dumped back down the ice yet again as the Storm not able to get it into the zone. 48 seconds left in the 5-on-3. Stone to McIntyre. That pass just a little bit ahead of him, and that will allow Rennie to get it back down the ice. Vino back to get it now. 35 seconds left in the 5-on-3. Picking up from Vino was McCullough. McCullough now will give to Dylan Andrews. He lost it at the blue line, and then as Liam Andrews brought it into the zone, it's an offside against the Harbor Storm. 25 seconds left in the 5-on-3. And Liam and Dylan Andrews, apparently, no relation. It's one of the questions I asked earlier this weekend and got the answer. Speaking of which, if you want to share your thoughts throughout the course of this broadcast, send me a tweet at PetterPC_sports. Storm get the puck into the zone, pass for Bailey. Bailey now will give to Vino. First penalty about to expire. Vino tried to play it across ice. It ends up getting knocked down by Todd. And out to center it comes. Bailey there waiting for it. Just 18 seconds left in the 5-on-4. Now Vallis will play it ahead for Todd. He couldn't get control as Bailey was there. Now Bailey will carry it back up across the red, across the blue. Rennie will send that one up to Todd, and here comes Todd on a 2-on-1. Todd coming in. Todd just misses, shooting at the far post from his angle. Near post as we're looking at it. Moran now will get the puck. He plays it ahead. It goes just behind Coggins and out to center. Into the zone comes Carr. Carr throws it out in front. Center shot there by Hardy, and covering up and making the save is Cheeseman. 7:12 left to go here in the first period. Some more of our sponsors that definitely deserve to be recognized include Sacco Automotive, Proudfoot Home Hardware, Pictou County Pizza, the Nova Scotia Major Midget and Major Bantam Hockey Leagues, McGillivray Fuels, Pioneer Coal, Inglis Jewelers, and Hockey Nova Scotia. In behind the net, played out in front. It rolls through the crease, and McDermott will get it to the line and out. Here comes Andrews. Dylan Andrews coming in, takes the shot, save made, and the rebound cleared away from danger by Carr. Now coming back up the other way, picking up some speed. Here comes White. White has it knocked off his stick, and now trying to start the way up the other way. King gives to McDermott. McDermott for Dylan Andrews. Andrews' shot gets blocked. Puck comes to Moran. He tried to flip it ahead, but it was intercepted by Wojtalak. And now Moran with the slash on the back check. And they're going to call it just a slash, not a penalty shot. Although some of the Ranger fans were looking for it, they're not going to get the penalty shot. They will get a power play, though, with 8:32 gone here in period number 1. The second power play of the game for the Rangers. The first one lasted just 9 seconds before they were able to score and improve their power play to 3 for 9 on the weekend, or for the event, 33.3%. McEwen to Vallis. Goes off a couple of legs and then rolls just wide as Cheeseman had to react quickly on that one. The puck ended up rolling wide, though. Now it's down in the corner. 3 Rangers in there helping to pull it out, including Pilgrim Edwards. Pilgrim Edwards gives his man a bump, and now the puck will come to Vallis. He'll play it back down to Francis. Back to Vallis again. Vallis plays it back down to Pilgrim Edwards. Back to Vallis. Fakes the shot. Now Pilgrim Edwards trying to go cross ice with that, but it's broken up there by Clements, and the Storm will send it down the length of the ice. 1:05 left to go in the man advantage. 5.5 left here in period number 1. McEwen behind his own net. Takes it out, plays it ahead. Carr has it hop away from him, and it'll be sent back down the ice there by Vino. In behind the net, McEwen trying to get away from the forecheck of Puma. He gets it over to Carr. Carr now will bring it all the way up into the zone, down to the corner. Puck played back over to the far side. Picked up over there by Jarrett Todd. Now back to the line. Carr with it. Gives to Hardy. Hardy's shot gets deflected, goes up into the end boards. Now out in front, comes all the way back to Carr. Carr with the shot off the crossbar, but Hardy able to tuck it in as it came right down to Jaden Hardy. 2 power plays, 2 power play goals. for the Rangers. This one coming at 10:21 with just 11 seconds left in the penalty. For Jaden Hardy, his first goal, third point of the tournament. Alex Carr will certainly get an assist. That'll be his second assist of this game. And we'll await confirmation of any second assists. Moran in the corner, plays it off the wall and up to Pilgrim Edwards. He gets it as far as, or up to Meek rather, he gets it as far as Rennie. As we get confirmation, Hardy's goal from Carr. And Jarrett Todd gets his second point of the game as well. Now here comes Jenkins. Jenkins for Todd. Jarrett Todd puts that one off the post. Puck still loose. Referee blew it down. He blew it down early as Cheeseman did not have it. To be fair, the referee from his vantage point could not tell that Cheeseman didn't have it, but he certainly did Cheeseman a favor there with that quick whistle. 11:09 gone in the first period. Rangers lead it 2-0. Rangers with the 0-3 record against the Storm with that record of 0-2-1. Stone behind the net. Now Wojtalak played it out in front. It was batted away. Gets only as far as the line. Vallis. Now McDermott can't get control of the puck. McDermott with a second effort gets it to the line and out past Broderick. McPhee hustling to get to it, but Vallis will get the angle and get there in front of him. Vallis plays it up the wall for White. White knocks it off the boards and out to center. Back to get it there is Stone. He plays it out to center. Vallis dumps it back in. And behind the net, coming out with it there is Welsh. He turns it over. Puck picked up by Pilgrim Edwards. His shot goes just wide. Puck comes to the line to McEwen. His shot goes wide off the end boards all the way to Dylan Andrews. To the line and out. And Jake Todd will play it back to McEwen. Now to Rennie. Rennie gets it ahead. Andrews forces the turnover back to Welsh. Welsh being hassled there. Now Pilgrim Edwards with it at center ice. Pass for Rennie, a little too far in front of him. It comes off the side wall to Todd. For Francis, his shot, save made, rebound loose. And Pilgrim Edwards will pick up the rebound, gives it over to Rennie. Rennie with the shot, and a glove save made by Cheeseman there, as he was without his stick. 2:15 left to go here in period number one. Some more of those sponsors to thank include Grant Thornton, Combex, Citadel Coin, Kaylee Honda, Cabot Shipping, Blue Wave Energy Ultramar, Bike Monkey, and Anchor Toyota. Thank you so much to all of those sponsors. Without any of you, this event certainly would not have been possible. Cheeseman will cover it up again for another face-off. 2:10 left to go here in period number one. Todd to take the draw, wins it back to Broderick. He took it against Andrews. Now Jarrett Todd again gets it back to the line for Carr. There's a shot, blocker save. Broderick pinching in from the point, gets it down to Hardy. In behind the net, Hardy has it taken from him to the line, not out, kept in by Carr. Now back down low, Hardy takes a bump there from Bailey. That allows Vino to get the puck. His pass ahead for Clements goes off a skate and down the length of the ice. No icing as it went off of a Ranger skate. Broderick back to get it, played it off the end boards, and Carr ended up giving a bump there to Clements, and they're going to call Carr for boarding. So third power play of the game. for the for the Pro Hockey Life Harbor Storm, as Carr goes off for the board at 13:34. So this power play, if the Storm do not score, will carry over into period number 2. Andrews over to Stone. Ahead, there's a pass to McIntyre. McIntyre behind the net, brings it back out to Andrews at the line. Andrews having trouble finding it, and White able to help get it out to center. Now White pushes it past McCullough. White coming in, and the puck just rolls through and just wide. Now McEwen with a shot. That goes into the far corner, bounces out. McCullough will settle it down now with 36 seconds left in the period. McCullough takes a bump, loses the puck. Stone picks up, gives to McIntyre. McIntyre and Dylan Andrews both in there trying to settle it down. Now it comes to Vino. Vino will take it back to the blue line. Off the side wall, near side, back to Dylan Andrews. Andrews with the shot, save made, and hanging on for the face-off is Gabe Thome. We haven't had to say his name a lot so far this game. Just the third save of the game for Thome. Liam Andrews takes the draw against Pilgrim Edwards. Pilgrim Edwards wins it, but getting onto that puck in a hurry there was McPhee. Now Pilgrim Edwards gets it out to center ice as the horn sounds to end the first period. Shots on goal, Rangers 16, and the Storm just 3. 2 goals, both by the Rangers, both on the power play, have given them the 2-0 lead. Jarrett Todd, his second of the tournament, and Jaden Hardy, his first with those goals. 34 seconds of power play time carrying over into period number 2 for the Storm. They are 0 for 2 with the man advantage here this morning, or this afternoon rather, as the sides change ends and get ready for the start of the second period. Liam Andrews and Blake Pilgrim Edwards take the draw. Pilgrim Edwards wins it to Francis, who dumps it down into the Storm zone as the Rangers are on the penalty kill here. Here comes McPhee for Meek. Meek into the zone. Takes a bump from Pilgrim Edwards. And Vallis goes to play it up the wall, but it ends up into the Storm bench. 13 seconds left in the power play for the Storm. Vallis wraps it around the boards. It gets to Vino at the point. Vino with the shot. That's wide. Now we're back to 5-on-5. Meek into the corner. Puck played up the wall. And out come the Rangers. Here's Pilgrim Edwards to Francis, but Francis has that one go through his feet and over to the near side wall. Sent down the ice. That will be an icing call against the Storm with 1:02 gone here in the second period. Face off to the left of goaltender Nolan Cheeseman. Played around to the far side. Clements trying to make some moves, can't get out of the zone. Now the puck comes back to Clements. He sends it out to center. Broderick ahead for Pilgrim Edwards. Pilgrim Edwards off the wall, comes to Clements again. Dylan Andrews can't find it in his feet. Bailey gets it, or Francis gets it rather. And then Pilgrim Edwards with the shot. And the save made there by Cheeseman. Cheeseman now will play it around to the near side. Stobo gets it out to center. Broderick back to play it. He plays it ahead. Dylan Andrews has to wait, though, for Clements to get back on side. And then as he crosses the blue line, Carr gives him the what for. Nice clean hit there by Carr as they cross the blue line. Here's Moran working his way ahead, out to center. Jenkins trying to bring it back in. He gets tied up. Todd now getting tangled up as well, but he'll break free and get the puck in. Has it roll off his stick. Hardy following up. Hardy on his backhand takes the shot. Save made there by Cheeseman. And it rolls down into the corner. Back to the line. Shot there. That's blocked by Clements, and it comes out to center. And now McPhee would have had a breakaway, but his stick was taken out of his hands. Referee says inadvertently, so no call, and play goes on. Moran plays it off the wall, and out comes McIntyre. McIntyre trying to work his way through Vallis. That's not going to work, and McEwen will play it up the wall. Liam Andrews in there working against Jenkins. Puck comes high in the air, out to center. And Hardy able to get it. Coming in, has it knocked off his stick by Stone. Out to center. And Liam Andrews takes a bump there, trying to get it in deep. Carr plays it over to McEwen. Near side Hardy. Cutting to center, now bringing it across the line. Drops off for Hunter with the shot. And the save made and held on to there by Cheeseman. 3:20 gone here in period number 2. Face off to the left of Cheeseman again. Into the corner, Welsh. Around the boards there for McDermott. He gets it down the ice. It's going to roll right in onto Tomey, so Tomey having to cover up as a couple of Storm players were in the neighborhood. And we'll get a defensive zone face-off for the Rangers. Off to the left of their goaltender, Gabe Tomey. Rangers get it out to center. Stone plays it back in again. Carr gloves it down, gives to McEwen. McEwen gets it ahead. Down as far as Stone at the blue line. Stone back up the other way. Stone trying to cut it in front. Battling for it there, and the puck finally comes loose. Andrews got it back relatively deep. Now White out for Hardy. Or Wojtalak, excuse me. Wojtalak. Still with the puck. Now gets it to Hunter. Hunter has it stripped from him. And Vino gets over to McDermott. McDermott coming in. Drops for McPhee. McPhee couldn't pull the puck back to the front of his body. And it'll be picked up by Francis. Here comes Francis. Loses control of it as he crosses the blue line. Backing up with it now is Bailey, turning to get away from the check of Francis. Then takes a bump from Pilgrim Edwards. Pilgrim Edwards finds Francis. And a big save made by Nolan Cheeseman after the turnover. 4:42 gone in period number 2. And the Rangers lead by 2, 2-0. Vallis at the line, plays it across. Shot taken, that goes wide. Now out to center. Meek will pick up, bring it across the blue line, gets it knocked off his stick. McPhee now can't get a shot away as his stick was tangled up. Now Meek with a shot, that gets blocked. And out come the Rangers. Francis taken into the boards there by Vino. gets back up, plays the puck to the front of the net, and it's covered up and hung on to by Cheeseman. 9:38 left to go here in period number 2. Face off to the left of Cheeseman. Todd in to take the draw. That's Jarrett Todd. He wins it back, but the first one to the puck is Stobo. His pass for Clements. Tipped by Broderick, but he ends up tipping it right to Clements. Now the puck comes back to the line. King with the shot. That's blocked in front. Puck rolls through the crease and cleared from danger by Carr. Hardy. Far side for Jarrett Todd. Into the zone. Todd takes the shot. Cheeseman the save. 9:10 left in the second period. 2-0 the scoreline in favor of the Rangers here in game number 14 of the 2019 Nova Scotia Major Bantam Hockey League Provincial Championship Tournament. Todd and Andrews. Todd wins the draw back to Broderick. He tries to poke the puck ahead. Now he does get it down to Jenkins, who's able to feed it to Hardy behind the net. Out in front for Jenkins. And Cheeseman with another save there. Now here comes McCullough. McCullough skates through a hook, draws a penalty. Moran gets the puck, plays it down into the corner for McCullough. Delayed penalty coming up, and as it's touched by Jenkins, they're going to call Hardy. It's going to be a slash, actually. At 6:18 of period number 2, the 4th power play of the day for the Storm. 20th power play of the tournament. And again, if you want to point to any one factor as to the woes of the Pro Hockey Life Storm in this event, it is that they are 1 for 19 going into this power play attempt. Andrews, Dylan Andrews, skates it right in front of his own net, right into the check of Jenkins. Now here's McCullough. McCullough brings it in, goes all the way below the goal line, gets taken off the puck there by his man. That was Rennie. Now McPhee takes it out of the corner. Skates it almost all the way to the blue line, then turns, plays it to Dylan Andrews. To McCullough. McCullough with the shot, looking top corner, has that go just up and over, and the puck comes out to center. Hustling to get onto it there was Jarrett Todd, and quick on the mark was Dylan Andrews to make sure that Todd couldn't get it. Now Stone cuts through. Stone with the shot. That goes just wide. In behind the net. Picked up there by McCullough. 49 seconds left in the man advantage. McCullough to Andrews. Over to Meek. To McCullough. On his backhand. Takes the shot. It's steered wide. 3 players in behind the net, including Rennie. Rennie able to play it to the corner where Jenkins gets to it. Plays it as far as the line. Andrews holds it in. Now Vino with it. Skating down the far near wall. Tries to center it. That's cleared away. And Rennie will get it. Or McEwen, will get it and send it down the ice. 15 seconds left in the penalty to Jaden Hardy. Meek picks up the puck. Gives to McIntyre. McIntyre gets shoved off the puck. We're back to even strength. Hardy was looking for a breakout pass. Couldn't get one as the Rangers couldn't get enough control. Now Hardy tries to chip it around Vino. That doesn't work. Vino will play it over to the near side. Welsh couldn't get to it in time to hold it in. It's played back in, now out again. And here comes White trying to fight through the check of McIntyre. He can't. McIntyre trying to fight through the check of White, and he can't, or White of Hardy, and he can't. Now here comes White trying to get it through to Hardy. It does get to Hardy. He takes the shot, and that goes just wide. 6 minutes left to go here in the second period. Pass for Wojtelak. Wojtelak gets it over And Hunter with the glorious chance. Then Cheeseman ends up tripping over Welsh, who was in his own net. Now Wojtalak brings it in, but it's offside as Hunter did not get off the ice in time. That door on that bench just inside the blue line. And Hunter tried to get off the ice in time, but Wojtalak brought the puck in just a hair early. So it's an offside against the Rangers. 5:48 left here in period number 2. Puck dumped into Moran. He'll play it around to the far side for King. King ends up putting it into the feet of the ref. But now with it is McDermott. McDermott trying to get it ahead for Coggins. Coggins could not stay on side as McDermott couldn't get the pass through. 5:27 left to go here in period number 2. Shots on goal in this period just 5-2 in favor of the Rangers. The overall shot total 21-5. And it does feel like the Rangers certainly have had the balance of play, but not quite necessarily to that extent. Here comes Moran now. Moran working his way through. Moran all the way down. Moran tries the backhand shot, and Tomey makes the save. Now puck comes to the near side. Carr will flip it out to center. Moran backing up with it. Now fires it down the ice. Icing gets waved off as Rennie is right there. Rennie circles to get away from the forecheck of Coggins and gets the puck up to Jake Todd. Todd doesn't clear the zone as Andrews gets it now. Here's McDermott with a chance, and he puts it up over the crossbar and over the glass and out of play. 4:38 left in the second period. Face off outside the Ranger blue line. Jenkins plays it back to Vallis after Todd tied up Andrews. Now Jenkins gets the puck. Tried to make a pass to Hardy. It's broken up by Andrews. And the puck is now sent down into the Storm zone. Bailey plays it around for Stone. Up ahead, getting it to Stobo. Stobo can't get the pass delivered. Jenkins now over to Todd. Back to the line. Near side Vallis takes the shot. Hardy looking for a deflection. Couldn't get his stick on it. It goes to Todd. He plays it back to McEwen. His shot goes wide. Up the near wall. Vallis now gets tied up by Stobo, and Dylan Andrews comes in to get the puck. Plays it around to the far side. Bailey and Todd collide there. Now the puck comes to Stobo, and Stobo able to play it ahead for Clemens. Clemens gives to Stobo. There's a shot. The save made. The rebound goes off of Stone and rolls wide. And then able to cover up is Tomey. 3:38 left in period number 2. Rangers still with that 2-0 lead. Don't forget to join us at 4:30 this afternoon for the presentation of the tournament awards. As I understand it, that will be taking place out on the ice surface, so stick around for that. And then at 5, right after that presentation, we'll have the semifinal between the Gulls and the South Shore Lumberjacks. Puck played around to the far side there by Liam Andrews. It gets all the way through to Meek. Meek now ahead for Puma. He chips it just past Carr. Puma and Carr go down into the boards. Now there's a hit. That'll be a penalty. And they're going to call it a, I couldn't tell, were his hands open or closed? He is calling it a cross check, okay. Just had to make sure. It looked like it was a cross check and not a hit from behind from this angle. But just wanted to make sure. So Ty Hunter takes the cross-checking penalty at 12:03. So the 5th power play of the game for the Storm, 1 for 20 now on the power play on the weekend. Andrews, his pass misses the target of McIntyre. Backing up with it, McIntyre gives to Stone. Pass for McCullough, a little bit off target, and Carr will send it down. Stone ahead for Andrews, but he has that disrupted by Pilgrim Edwards. Stone carries it up, cutting to the middle, in across the blue line. Drops it off for McCullough. McCullough one move. Now coming down, tried to make a pass. It's right onto the stick of his counterpart wearing 14, Dylan Francis. And down the ice it goes. Or Devin Francis, my apologies. Here's McIntyre now. McIntyre for Francis. Francis puts the backhander, McCullough, wrong number 14. Put the backhander up into the glass. Now McIntyre to Edwards. Dylan Edwards skates it down, back to the line for McIntyre. Pass intended for McCullough. It doesn't go cleanly, and McEwen set it to Francis, who got it up to Pilgrim Edwards. Pilgrim Edwards able to carry it as far as the Storm zone. Now it's back on the stick of Pilgrim Edwards. He gets it taken away from him by Liam Andrews. And now to Moran. Just 8 seconds left in the power play. Here comes Moran into the Ranger zone. Under a minute left to go here in the period. The penalty has expired. Down to the final 38 seconds here in the period. Bringing it in across the line is Jake Todd. Following up Francis. He avoids a bump, gets it to Pilgrim Edwards. Pilgrim Edwards trying to stuff it in, and he does! Blake Pilgrim Edwards, his first point of the tournament at 14:37 of the second period. And it's now 3-0 for the Rangers. Pilgrim Edwards, there should be an assist, I believe, to both Francis and Jake Todd. We'll wait for confirmation of that. But Blake Pilgrim Edwards, his first goal, first point of the tournament, extends the lead to 3 here in the late stages of period 2. Vino gives to McDermott. Across the line, then takes a bump. And that'll be an offside against the Storm. As we get confirmation that both Francis and Jake Todd do indeed get assists on that. And for both Francis and Todd, that's their first points of this tournament as well. Horn sounds to end the second period. Shots on goal in that period, 6-5 in favor of the Rangers. Rangers get the only goal in the period, and the score after 30 minutes of play is 3-0. We're going to take a break, come back, get you ready for the third in just a few minutes. Don't forget, share your thoughts on this game by heading to Twitter and sending me a tweet at PetterPC_sports. In the meantime, we're taking a break. We'll come back. You are watching the 2019 Nova Scotia Major Bantam Hockey League Tournament here on 360 Live. All right, welcome back as we get ready for the final 20 minutes of the round robin. The Rangers right now lead the Pro Hockey Life Harbor Storm by a score of 3-0. We've had, 12 times 50, 600, and another 30, 630 minutes of hockey action so far, which is 10 hours stop time and 10 and a half hours of stop time. And the games have been, actually no, I missed one. 13 times 50 is 650 and 680. That's over 11 hours stop time of hockey so far. 30 or 20 more minutes to go. And then also a bit of a break before two more semifinal games. And then tomorrow's bronze medal and gold medal games. But for these two teams, this is their last 20 minutes of this tournament. And you know they want to end it right for each of them. Puck down into the Storm zone. Stone plays it around the wall. It's knocked down there by Jarrett Todd. Storm able to get to it, get it up the wall and out. Hardy with the slash. He'll take a penalty there. Actually, they're going to call it holding. Looked like a slash from this vantage point, but then again, he took a slashing penalty earlier that looked like a trip, so who am I to argue? 23 seconds into the third period, and this is the sixth power play of the game for the Storm, the 22nd power play of the tournament, and they've only scored on one of their previous 21. Pass across for McPhee. Down to Dylan Andrews out in front. That's broken up and out and down the length of the ice. Cheeseman comes out of his net to settle it down. Back to pick up is Welsh. Welsh gets the pass ahead to Dylan Andrews. Up for McIntyre. McIntyre to McPhee. McPhee with the shot. And the blocker save made there by Tomey. Rangers able to get the puck back out of the zone as Jenkins goes flailing but gets the puck out. Now Jenkins again had it momentarily, loses it but gives McIntyre a bump as McIntyre got a piece. Now here's Todd. Todd coming in shorthanded, takes a shot. It goes off Moran and bounces all the way back up to Andrews. Ahead for McIntyre. That's broken up. Coming the other way. Vallis goes to make a pass. That sort of rolls off his stick a little bit now, and the Storm coming back the other way. That's turned over, and now McEwen comes out. Or Wojtalak, excuse me. That was 26, not 20. Wojtalak sends it down all the way deep into the Storm zone. 30 seconds left in the power play for the Storm. Now ahead for Meek. Meek has it knocked off his stick, and then Puma runs over his man, which gives Moran a chance to get on the puck. Moran has it knocked away from him, but coming in to help out there is Stobo. Played it out in front, and that's picked up by White. Here comes White out to center. White tried to get it to Wojtalak, but he was watched by Moran. We're about to be back to 5-on-5 in about 5 more seconds. Now the puck played up and picked up by Stobo. He tries to feed it to Meek as making his way across the ice is Hardy after coming on from the penalty box. Pilgrim Edwards gets it into the zone. Coming out with it, Moran. And Moran will dump it down. Back to get it there is Rennie. Rennie skates it ahead. That pass a little too far in front of Jake Todd, and so that's going to be an icing call with 2:50 gone here in the third period. And the score 3-0 in favor of the Rangers. The goals coming from Jarrett Todd, Jaden Hardy, and Blake Pilgrim Edwards. If you're looking for something to do this afternoon in between these games here and the semifinals later, there's going to be some female midget hockey over on Ustream.tv through Petter Pictou Sports. You can check that out. Meanwhile, here comes Jake Todd trying to work his way in. Todd with the shot, save made, rebound is loose. Francis turns and fires, and another save there by Cheeseman. Check out my Facebook page, facebook.com/PetterPC Sports, to get all the details about that. And to get the link to watch Game 1 of the Nova Scotia Female Midget Championship Series between the Subway Northern Selects, the defending Atlantic and provincial champions, and Station 6 Fire. Out comes Vino with the puck. Has it knocked away from him by Carr, but it still gets into the zone. Delayed offside. Now out to center, so that's negated. And back with it is Bailey. He'll take it all the way back behind his own net. Comes out, then sends the puck back behind the net for Vino. 3:45 gone. Puck comes up to Carr. He'll send it back around the boards. Hunter takes a bump. They're going to call a penalty on that against Bailey for boarding. So for the third time in this game, the Storm will go shorthanded. Rangers are 2 for 2 with the man advantage. Boarding that call on Taryn Bailey. And as mentioned, the Rangers' third power play of this game. They're 4 for 10 now on the tournament, while the penalty kill of the Storm is 8 for 12. So 66.7% penalty kill efficiency against 40% power play. There's in front, and how did Cheeseman get that one? I think Cheeseman might have actually intercepted the pass, because if that puck gets all the way to Todd's stick, there's no way it doesn't go in. Cheeseman had to have intercepted that pass. I thought the sound of puck hitting stick was it hitting Jarrett Todd's stick, and it was going to be in the back of the net. But it turned out that it was the puck hitting Cheeseman's stick and kept out. Here comes Hardy into the zone. Hardy sets it to Jenkins, back to Carr. Carr having a little trouble settling it down. Now he does at the far wall, skating it along the blue line. Near side Hardy. Hardy looking, assessing, goes cross ice down to Vallis. Behind the net now for Todd. Jarrett Todd throws it out in front. It goes through a few people to the line and just kept in by Carr. Now to Hardy. Hardy, cross ice for Vallis. Into the slot there for Jenkins. But he had trouble controlling it. Went to play it back to Carr, but Carr was backing out, being prepared for a turnover, but it ends up meaning that the Rangers have to come out, touch up, and bring the puck back in again. Now in front for Carr, and another big... No, it did go in. It got past Cheeseman and into the net, so a third power play goal makes it 3-0 for the Rangers. Or makes it 4-0 for the Rangers, excuse me. Carr will get that goal. That'll be his first goal and 5th point of this tournament. And it's now 4-0 with 14.5 minutes left. The power play of the Rangers remains perfect here in this afternoon's game. Carr getting the goal as mentioned. Jarrett Todd with the assist. 5:25 the time of the goal with 30 seconds left in the penalty when it happened. Now we get a save by Tomey. 5:56 gone here in period number 3. And the score line is 4-0 for the Rangers. We've had 4-goal margins before that have gotten an awful lot closer before the game has been said and done. In fact, We have yet to have a game end with a 4-goal margin. The largest margin was this morning when the Gulls beat the Cougars 7-4. There's a shot and another save made by Tomey. So if the previous 13 games are any indication, don't count this one over just yet. Coggins and Liam Andrews and Meek out there for the Storm against the line of Wojtalak, Hunter, and White. Meek gets it back into the zone. Broderick going back after it. He's got Liam Andrews right on him. Andrews creates the turnover. Andrews gets it to Coggins. His shot rolls wide. Meek behind the net. Couldn't do much with that there. And now it's played back around to the near side. Carr tries to poke it ahead for Wojtalak. Couldn't do it, so he takes it back, circles it around the other way for his defense partner there. That was Broderick. Now Broderick back to pick up again. He leaves it though, and the one who gets to it there first is Coggins. Now Carr will pick up and flip it out to center. Vino waiting for it there. He'll take it back in, gives to Meek. Meek tees it up, and a save made by Tomey. 12th save of the game for Tomey. 12:39 left to go here in the third period. McPhee to take the draw against Hardy. Or no, that was Jenkins, 15. McEwen with it now. He'll take it back behind his net. Plays it ahead. That's broken up. Now it does come out to center and down the ice. Back to get it, Bailey. Plays it back to Clements. Clements up the wall for McPhee, but Jarrett Todd gets there first. Tried to make a centering pass, broken up by Bailey. And now out come the Storm. Here comes McPhee. He's got McDermott with him. McPhee, shot made, blocker save. Puck into the corner. Played up the wall by Vallis. Vallis trying to get away from McPhee and Clements. Finally gets the puck ahead. And out comes Hardy with it. He gets it taken from him at the blue line. Nice play there defensively by Welsh. Now we're going to get another penalty. It's going to be a hooking call. And Hardy's going to go for his third penalty of this game. 8:18 the time of the penalty. And this is the 7th power play of this game by the Storm. Glass half full. They've drawn penalties more times than anybody else in this tournament, getting 23 power play opportunities now. So, looking at it glass half full, they're obviously doing something right to force other teams to take that many penalties. McIntyre takes a bump from Rennie. He's also being watched closely by Francis. Now McIntyre comes out of the corner with it with a little bit of room. Tries to center it. That's broken up by Carr, but the puck comes right to Stone. Stone now trying to create space for himself from Pilgrim Edwards. Pilgrim Edwards gets the turnover, gets it out to center. Welsh waiting for it out there with 1:20 left to go in the third, or in the penalty. Rennie now plays it back out. Stone to Dylan Andrews, now to McIntyre. McIntyre tries to make a centering pass. It does get through. Stobo with the backhand shot and the save made. Now McIntyre trying to get another shot away. He does. It goes off a stick up over the net. Stays in play into the end glass. 45 seconds left to go in the man advantage. Coming out of the corner. Pass back to McIntyre. A little bit too far for him. Welsh hustling to get to it. Now McIntyre with it out in neutral ice. McIntyre ahead for McCullough. McCullough taking it down into the corner. McCullough behind the net. Still on it. Now plays it back to the line intended for Welsh, but again, that just misses as we pass midway through the third period. Here comes Meek. Meek with the shot, blocked by Vallis, down into the corner. Comes out towards the front. Rennie tries to clear it away. Knocked down by Puma. He spins and fires as we're now back to 5-on-5. McCullough. Jake Todd coming in onto McCullough. Rennie right in there as well. Now the puck picked up by McCullough again. He fires it through the crease. Goes all the way to the far corner. Now White trying to clear the zone. Vallis in there to help out as well. White will get it out. Plays it off the glass. But it ends up taking a storm bounce right to Meek. Meek with the shot and the glove save made by Tomey. 9:12 left to go here in the third. 26-15 the shots on goal favoring the Rangers. 4-0 the scoreline for the visiting team in white. Puck played off the glass and out past Moran. Coming out of the net to play it there was the goaltender Cheeseman. Now it's back into the zone. King will gather it up in front of Nolan Cheeseman. Takes it behind the net. Ahead for Clemens. Now King plays it out and down the ice. Carr back to pick up. Has Coggins watching him. Carr to Broderick. Back to Carr again. Carr gives to Jenkins. His pass a little bit on the wrong, or Hunter rather. His pass on the wrong side of Wojtalak. Wojtalak able to pick up though in the zone. 8.5, under 8.5 left to go here in the third. White takes the shot. That goes just wide off the end boards. Hunter picks up. Hunter went to play it back towards Vallis, but Moran broke that up and got it out to center. Now Liam Andrews plays it down. McEwen back up for White. White tried to get that over to Jenkins. That pass a little bit too far in front of him. And now coming out with it is McDermott. McDermott takes a bump from Todd, gets the puck to Liam Andrews, who sends it back down deep into the Storm zone. 7:42 left to go here in the third. Vallis for Jenkins. He gets it as far as the line. Dylan Andrews keeps it in. Then it comes out. McDermott for McPhee. Now back in again. There's a shot. That's up over the glass, or over the net, into the glass. Bailey now gets it down. Played back out to center again. And here comes Rennie. Or Hardy, excuse me. Puck to McDermott. He has it knocked away from him. Now Todd will pick up. Todd comes in, tries to make a move, but McPhee stayed with him and was able to knock the puck away from him. Under 7 here in period number 3. Puck sent down the ice. That'll be an icing call. 6:50 on the clock here. And 4-0 the scoreline for the Rangers. Face off to the right of goaltender Nolan Cheeseman. Not everybody was ready for that puck to get dropped, as a conversation taking place between the referee and one of the Storm players. I believe that's McIntyre. Now we're ready to have the puck dropped, and it is, and it's played around to King, ahead for McIntyre, and here comes McIntyre through center. Drops it off for Bailey. Bailey with the shot. Glove save made by Tomey, and he will hang on for the faceoff. 6:34 to go here in period 3, as right behind us, the Subway Northern Selects getting warmed up, ready for their game number 1 of their female midget provincial championship series against the Subway, or against the Station 6 Fire. That game will be played over on the other sheet of ice. I think it's being played over on the other sheet of ice. It might actually be being played here. Now there's a chance for the wraparound. Centering pass for Stobo. Now there's a shot. Puck bouncing. Now Bailey with it. He'll send it back down. Bump in the corner. Battle there between, that's Rennie and Puma, who are having that good battle down in the corner. Now the puck out, back in again. Carr slowing things down here with 5:40 left to go. Rennie for Pilgrim Edwards. He has it taken away from him by McCullough. Pilgrim Edwards gets it back, plays it ahead. Now McCullough will get it again, and he'll come up through center. Pass to the far side there for McIntyre. He drops it back to McCullough. In front, tried to get it through to Liam Andrews, but it does not connect. And now in the corner, Pilgrim Edwards around the boards and up to Wojtalak. He gets it ahead for Francis. Francis makes his move around. Francis, what a chance for Francis, and then he puts it just wide. He had Cheeseman going the wrong way, but couldn't finish. Under 5 to go here in the third period. 4-0 for the Rangers. There's another chance, and this time the finish is put on it. It's Ty Hunter who gets that one. It's now 5-0. 15-14 the time of the goal for Hunter. And for Hunter, that's Wojtalak who got the goal. I thought Hunter took the shot. Maybe he did. We'll have to wait and find out for sure. I thought for sure Hunter took the shot, but Wojtalak led the celebration across the front of the bench. Here's McCullough with it now. He'll bring it back in. McCullough over for Meek, but that's broken up. Back out to Stenner. Stobo. Vallis now plays it back. Broderick back to Vallis. Up ahead. It is indeed Ty Hunter. His first goal, first point. Wojtalak gets the assist. So it's Hunter from Wojtalak at 15-14. And if I'm mispronouncing his name, again, by all means, send me a tweet, because I'm sure I will run into this player again in future years. If it's Wojtalak or Wojtalak, or let me know if I've been pronouncing it Wojtalak through a few previous games that I've seen the Rangers play that he's been involved in, so I'm hoping I'm getting it right. Dylan Andrews now feeds it up to McPhee. Here comes McPhee. Under 4 minutes left to go. McPhee cutting towards the middle, has it chipped away. Now centering pass for McPhee, takes the shot, that gets blocked, or perhaps it got all the way through. Hard to tell where it deflected from, but it certainly got deflected and went wide, whether it was blocked or whether it was the goalie, either way. Offside against the Rangers here, 3:28 left to go in the third period. 5-0 the scoreline here, so it appears the Rangers will finish with a record of 1-3. They'll be 6th place in this tournament, while the Pro Hockey Life Harbor Storm will finish with a record of 0-3-1, and they will be the 7th place team here in the tournament. There's a trip by King as he stuck his leg out on Hardy. And the power play, which is 3 for 3 so far today, accounting for 3 of the 5 Ranger goals, gets a chance to go to work again as King commits the trip. 16:47 the time of this penalty. Jenkins gets waved out of the face-off circle. Todd will come in instead. That's Jarrett Todd. Puck picked up by Vino, though, and he'll flip it out to center. Picked up by Meek. Here comes Meek coming in shorthanded. He takes a bump from Vallis, And Meek slow to get up. In fact, he is not getting up at all. Play blown dead as Meek got run over there by Ethan Vallis. And then Vallis gives him a little tap to indicate no intent. 2:58 to go in the third period, 1:45 to go in the penalty to Kyle King. Hardy and Moran told to back up a little bit before the puck gets dropped. They do, and it does. Now Carr plays it across, and Vallis will dump it in. It wraps all the way around, comes near side. As they battle, and now out to center it goes. And all the way into the Ranger zone. McIntyre couldn't pull the trigger on a shot because Carr was right there in front of him. Vallis now to Pilgrim Edwards. Here comes Pilgrim Edwards on the power play into the zone. Has Jake Todd with him. Sends it down. Vino gets to it, wraps it around. Down the length of the ice, nearing the midway point of this penalty to Kyle King. Behind his own net, McEwen now will come out with it. Gives to Jake Todd. Todd, far side, Pilgrim Edwards. Brings it in to Francis. Francis puts the shot wide. McIntyre to the line and out as Rennie couldn't quite hold. Now it's back in. Back to get it there is Stone. Stone plays it up the wall. McIntyre will get it the rest of the way out to center. Rennie knocks it away from him. 30 seconds left in the power play. Brings the puck into the zone himself. Down into the corner. And Moran able to get it out and down the length of the ice. With it now is Francis. 18 seconds left in the power play. Francis rubbed off the puck by McCullough. Bailey will pick up and bring it up the ice shorthanded. Bailey still with it, takes a shot and scores! Taryn Bailey at 18:40 of the third period breaks the shutout with the shorthanded goal for Bailey, his first goal, first point of the tournament. It's now 5-1. So while the special team story wasn't perfect for the Storm, that gives it a little bit of a silver lining, the shorthanded goal by Bailey. And now we're back to 5-on-5, and just as he steps out of the penalty box, the check delivered there by Kyle King. As we get confirmation of Bailey's goal. Puma gets one of the assists. Stobo and Puma with the assists. So Stobo's second point, Puma's third, as we're down to 38 seconds left to go. Vino sends it down into the Ranger zone. Back to get it there will be Broderick. Broderick with 27 seconds left. Plays it to the near side for Carr. Carr gets it ahead to Moran. Moran takes a bump from Wojtalak. He goes down hard. Slow to get up. And now we'll get a stoppage in play as Moran looks to be favoring his left knee. 11.7 seconds left to go. Face-off will be deep in the Storm zone. Shots on goal, 27-20 overall. 12 in this period for the Storm to 5 for the Rangers. Puck down into the corner, now played back up, and that will do it. The final score, 5-1. Rangers get their first victory of the tournament. As mentioned, they'll finish 1-3 for the Storm. No wins on the weekend, but they do not come away completely empty-handed. They finish with a record of 0-3-1. We'll get the face-off, or the handshakes, and then the presentation of the players of the game. And then we'll sign off for a couple of hours at least. Be back with you at 4:30 for the presentation of the tournament awards. Again, I believe those are happening out on the ice, so we'll be able to bring them to you here on 360 Live, and then we'll have the semifinals starting at 5. I believe I may be involved in the presentation of those awards. Somebody mentioned to me we're going to get you down. They said to me we're going to get you down onto the ice for that, so I think I may be down there, not up here during that part. We'll have to wait and see. To be honest, I have no idea. And Taryn Bailey named the player of the game for the Storm. He scored their only goal shorthanded. He also was effective defensively throughout much of that game. Alex Carr gets the player of the game for the Rangers. So that wraps up the round robin portion with the final score. Rangers 5, Storm 1. On behalf of my awesome cameraman and technical guru Neil, this is Michael Petter saying may your skates always be sharp, may your shots always hit the top shelf. Rangers win it 5-1. Thanks so much for watching. We'll be back with you at 4:30 for the tournament awards. You've been watching the 2019 Nova Scotia Major Bantam Hockey League Provincial Championship Tournament here on 360 Live.